Hello everyone, this is Marcia from One Scrap at a Time, and I'm back today with another YouTube process video for this layout I created for JustNick Studios. So on this layout I'm using three different cut files. One is the new XOXO Heart. I'm using also the Cross My Heart background and also just hearts too, just to get a plain heart in there for layering. So I wanted to put some color behind the Cross My Heart background. So I'm adding some splotches of color with some color shine in salmon and seafoam, and then I wanted a little bit brighter pink. So I went back with a coral and did some splatters. Now I cut out a bunch of hearts from the Paige Evans Turn the Page collection that I wanted to use to fill in this cut file where those hearts are. So I'm just going to loosely glue this down and then get those hearts in there because this is a very delicate file and some of those squares would be hard to glue down without the inside heart being in there, I thought. So I'm going to go back through and glue in the hearts, and then I can glue in pieces of this background cut file too. They're little tiny squares. So this cut file would be awesome to do some cross stitching on. I didn't do that. I'm not huge into hand stitching. I don't have a lot of time to do that. I like to do it on occasion, but I didn't want to do it on this one. I'm just using the cut file to kind of frame this patchwork heart pattern. So what it kind of reminds me of is my husband's grandmother used to make these crazy quilts, we call them, and she used material from polyester. So if you think of the 70s polyester leisure suits that everyone wore, her quilts looked a little bit like that. Very durable. I think polyester will last forever. But they're beautiful quilts, nice and colorful, and so all of these different multicolored hearts in the background here remind me of that. So I am scrapping a photo of my husband and I that was taken in a photo booth at a wedding that we were at. So I thought it would be appropriate for the heart theme, the love theme. So right now I'm putting some foam tape on the back of this XOXO Heart. I wanted to pop it up from the back of the page since right now my layout is relatively flat. And I wanted to pop that up as well as the photo and give it some dimension. So adding some cardstock behind my photo to mat it, and that also will help create a firmer base since I'm adding the foam behind it. So I'm using a piece of excess chipboard on the back, and then I'll add a little bit of foam tape on there to help hold it all down. So this makes my photo pretty sturdy, and I really like reusing all my supplies instead of just throwing out this chipboard, which I would normally have done. So now that I have all of that foam tape on there, I'm going to arrange my XOXO Heart and that photo on the background. So there's the other heart that I cut out from the Hearts 2 cut file, and I really liked it behind that XOXO. I think it makes it pop a little bit more to have something more solid behind there. It brings your eye to it. So I like that in there as well. So now we're ready for embellishing. So we're going to take a look at some of the chipboard stickers from the Turn the Page collection. And I really like the birds because with the two of us kissing, it reminds me of lovebirds. So we're going to use the bird up there as an embellishment, and the hearts, and see what else we can find in the collection. This one says It's the little things, and I really like that. Chipboard arrow. But I really wanted to add some string behind the photo. So I'm going to do that, and to get the string to stay put, I'm just going to glue it down just a little bit with my fine line glue bottle. And that'll help keep the string from moving around too much and falling out later on. So, but I still thought it needed something else behind the photo. So I was going to look to see maybe what other embellishments I could find for that, and I eventually decided on die cut florals. I'm using the September kit from Hip Kits. So I bought this when they had their sale at Christmas time. They had a big sale on past kits. So I thought it would be a good time to pick up one of their kits. I've never tried them before. And I really love how put together this kit was. It just didn't have the Turn the Page collection stuff. It also had these cute little bows from Amy Tangerine. They're a faux suede bow, and it had those sweet teeny tiny enamel hearts in all different colors. And it really goes well with the Turn the Page collection. So I was really glad to see those in there. I'm kind of an embellishment junkie. I like to put lots of little things on my layouts and give it lots of dimension. So I'm trying to decide here between another bird or the butterfly, and I finally decided it's going to be the bird. But I'm using a die cut one instead of the chipboard one because my heart's already raised up, and I was going to overlap it a little bit on my heart. So if I use a chipboard one, it would be too thick. So, but a die cut one, if I don't put any foam behind the head, works perfect. And I like the colors. It goes in with that faux suede bow, and it looks really nice. So I'm going to add some string to the top underneath my photo and add a few more hearts up here. And I really like how this is turning out. All the hearts on here and the patchwork and those pretty pattern papers. It just looks really great together. I love it. So we're coming to the end of my video. I want to thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And we'll be back soon with another layout for you. Thank you. Bye-bye.